It is not normal. No matter how it is. No matter how it is at that point, do not chase your children out of the house. I have been there, so I know how it is. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra if you're just meeting me for the first time, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to come and watch me. To those that have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? To all my new subscribers, welcome to my space. This is just my space. This is Sandra's reality. And you guys, today I've had this story for quite some time now, but I've been waiting for the right time for me. Yeah, the thing is that you guys know Mama now, the woman, the widow that we all contributed money to build a house for. Yeah, the thing is, during that period that the work was going on, we were trying to build Mama a house. You know, I go there every day and I come back to OKEKE every day. So there was this day in the afternoon that I was just under one tree, you know, relaxing and all that. And then I heard a young girl crying. The crying became so much that I could no longer help it. And one of the reasons why I'm sharing this story is because it's a similar experience that I also had. So that is why I decided to share this story on my channel. Not like I want to share the girl's story. I remember the story and it's something that is connected to me. So that is why I'm sharing it. But when I heard the girl crying and all that, I decided to go and check up. I traced her voice. You know, I'm not from that village, but I was able to trace her voice, and I got there. I thought maybe her mom is beating her or something. I traced her voice, and when I got there, I discovered that she was crying inside a room. Inside a room. So I decided to come back and got the youth chairman of that community where we built that house for Mama. I'm close to him, yes, somehow. So because when we started building the house, youths came to disturb and all that. So someone linked me up to the youth chairman, and then we became friends. And you know, once in a while I just buy them drinks so that they will not disturb the work. Because normally in a community, when they start building house, I don't know if it happens in any other place, but it happens in my own place. When they start building houses, when you start digging foundation to build a house, youths come to disturb, and then the people building the house will settle them, as in they call it youth money or something. You now settle them. So in order for us to avoid settling them, you guys already know how they contributed money to build that house. So it was so well with us that we could afford all the money that they would demand. So I just passed corner to deceive them. So when after hearing that the girl was crying inside the room, she was crying and struggling, and she was crying like someone that, how do I put it? She was crying. This thing I'm telling you guys happened around 3 in the afternoon. So I went to tell the youth chairman that I heard a girl crying in one house there. He was like, okay, let's go and find out what was going on. So when we were getting close to the house, he was like, oh, that he already knows what is happening there. And I'm like, I don't understand. What do you mean that you already know what is happening there? I asked him what happened. So he said that, Sandra, forget about that thing. I was like, but that's a girl, a young girl crying inside that room. What is going on? Me, I want to know. So my own tafiaring into waiting no concern me, I became curious. That day passed. I didn't take it serious anymore. So there's this woman that lives like a mad person in that village. I was under that tree where I normally get shade when I am supervising the workers. I was under that shade of that tree, and the woman, she has this little baby, the little girl that has bow leg. So she was passing with her daughter. So she now saw me and started walking towards me. I was on a call, so I needed to drop my call and then attend to her. So she started telling me that that there's something she wanted to tell me, or if our foundation can help people like that. I was like, the thing is that, okay, fine, now I'm not running a foundation, but I intend to own one in the future. But what is the problem? I asked her. She now started telling me that, okay, there is this girl in this village, nobody knows where she came from. A young guy brought her to the village and then left her. The guy now left her in the village and packed out. So the compound where she is staying, the boys in that compound now molest her. I was like, this is just strange. I don't understand. What do you mean? Does it mean that she don't have a home or what? I don't understand. So I asked the woman to call the girl for me. So I was there. After about a few minutes later, the woman called the girl to come. When the girl came, I saw her. She was about 14 to 15 years old. So I started asking her questions. She was, okay, let's say she would be around 14 to 15 years. In my own eyes, so me, I would see her as a girl of 14, 15 years. So I started asking her questions like, where are your parents? What are you doing in this village? And all that. So she started crying. So when she started crying, I kept her quiet, and then she finished crying. But I continued asking her, Nne, who are you? Where are you from? You know, I'm interested. I just feel free, feel safe with me. I'm not among those people that are going to hurt you or do you anything. Feel free and tell me where you come from. So she now told me that she's from Enugu State, but her parents live in Umonachi, but that her dad is late, and then her mom fries akara. Okay, I asked her, what are you doing in this village since your mom lives at Umonachi? Because from Umonachi to that mama's village, it's like 45 minutes drive. So it's far, a little bit far. You understand? So what are you doing in this community? She now said that there's this brother that writes KALU. So one day that she had issues with her mom, and then her mom sent her out of the house. So that brother now called her, that the brother's elder brother is living close to them in that Umonachi. So that brother now took her to his elder brother's house, and his elder brother refused them from, you know, spending the night there, and the brother now brought her to this village, to that mama's village. I was like, okay, so where is the brother now? He said one morning she woke up and she did not see the brother, and the brother left. And since then, you cannot find your way back to your mom. She said that her mom will kill her. No, if she goes back, her mom is going to kill her and all that. I was like, I don't understand you. You feel comfortable here because already that woman that behaves like a mad woman already gave me, before, sorry to say this, before I used to see her as a mad woman because of how she dresses and how she talks. But when she started talking to me about this girl, I come to realize that she is in her right senses. So that woman already told me that this girl, some other boys in that compound are taking advantage of her, they sleep around with her and all that. So when I started asking the girl, you mean you are comfortable here? These people are taking advantage of you instead of going to, you are comfortable here and they are taking advantage of you instead of going to back to your parents' house. You know, I started asking her, she was like, that it's better that she stay here, what her mother will do to her and all that. I was like, oh my God, I don't understand this. In the first place, I know that girls of nowadays, they know they hear word. Some girls of nowadays, not all. There are some things that children will do to you. It will look like, as in frustration, you go and kill them. I know. I have been in that situation whereby your sibling or your child will do something that you'll be like, oh my God, this is the height of it. I feel like killing this child right now. But sending out a girl of 16 years out of the house to the street, it is not the best thing to do. Punish that child. Do whatever you want to do to them, but let them remain in the house. Whether a guy, a boy, or a girl. While I was thinking this inside my mind, I have not heard from the girl's mother. So, back forward to when I was talking with the girl, I now started asking her, what did you do to your mother before she sent you out of the house? She said that she wants to go to school because her dad is late and her dad cannot afford to send her to school. Her mother decided that she joined her in the akara business, that she wakes up in the morning 5:30 to go and blend beans, that they fry morning and evening. She wake up in the morning 5:30 to go and, you know, blend the beans, and then after frying the morning own, she will start washing the afternoon own, and after the afternoon own, in the evening they will go and blend and then still fry evening own, and the next night in the night again they will start the beans. They start getting the beans ready for tomorrow's own. So I asked her, is that all? Is that the work that you are complaining about? She said no, that is not all about the work. That the issue is that she wants to go to school, that her younger brother is going to school. So she pleaded with her mom that, okay, let me be helping you in the morning own. Then maybe even if I go to school late, and then later in the night, when I'm back from when I'm back from school, I will support you for the evening own. The woman refused. Her mother refused, according to what the girl was telling me at that point. At that point, I have not heard from the mother. So it took me a long time to discuss with the girl. I asked her, where are your clothes? She said that this is the only clothes she came from, that she has been wearing that same clothes now for over how long. So that woman that behaves like a bad woman told me that she's the one that gave her wrapper to always tie whenever she washes that clothes that she's putting on, that she don't have. Assuming she have, she will be giving her. And this girl, it was just looking like a 13, 12 years old. let's just say 13, 14 years old. I didn't know that she was 16, going to 17, because she was looking very skinny. Imagine a child that has been out of her parents' house, not feeding well, and still, not just one person, 2 or 3 are taking advantage of her. How do you want her to look? See, honestly, at that point, I could not help it anymore. The first thing I did was to take her to a nearby market there. I called Tochukwu, Mama's daughter. We took her to a nearby market, and I was able to get her some OKEKE clothes. We washed the clothes, and then she changed her clothes, and then I got her food, you know, tissue paper, soap, and the rest of them. And I asked her, if we take you now back to your parents' house and talk to your mother, will your mom accept you? Will you, you know, stay? All these things you're telling me that your mother is doing to you. What if I get there and I find out that you have been so disobedient, and that is why your mother cannot take it anymore and she sent you out of the house? I know what it takes for a woman that her husband is no longer there to be catering for the children alone. It is not easy. So sometimes it gets into the brain. The person can overreact. But me, I'm seeing it that if the girl was not enjoying what was happening to her, she still won't be there. She would have raised an alarm. It was that mad woman that told me that day I heard her crying, that it was someone there taking advantage of her. Imagine that wickedness. Some guys say, some of the things that you people do is the kind of things that in the future God will use it to visit them. I am saying this and I mean it from the deepest part of my heart, because you saw a girl in that kind of condition. Somebody brought her. The person abandoned her and left, and then you took over. The only thing you should have done for that girl is to at least help her take her back to her parents and not take advantage. Not be every food be food. There are some food that you will eat, it will choke you for life. If you are a guy or you have young boys growing up, or you are you have teenagers growing up, or you have a matured young boy in your house, let them watch this video. It is not every girl you see you take advantage of. It is not every situation you see you take advantage of. It's not everything on skirt you see that is a eatable food. Sometimes be human. So, let me not just go and get angry again. Long story short, after taking care of the girl that day, it was getting late. I needed to return back to my children. I handed her over to that woman that behaves like a mad woman, and then informed the youth chairman. So the youth chairman now told me that they are aware of the situation. That the boy that brought this girl ran away because the youth threatened him to take back the girl, and then he abandoned the girl. And the people have tried to question the girl. She won't talk. She kept on crying. But I guess I was able to, bring her close before I was able to get out those facts, those important information from her. I even blamed the chairman, because if you people did, pressed harder, she would have opened up. How can you people allow her to be in this village and this kind of a thing is happening to her? It's not right. It's not right, for crying out loud. Assuming I didn't hear her crying that afternoon, I wouldn't have traced her voice to know what is going on. And the youth chairman also told me that sometimes he would think that maybe the girl has gone back. He will not see the girl for like a couple of days, and he'll be like, oh, she has gone back. And after some time, you still see her reappear again. That is why I blame the girl. I'll be like, maybe you are enjoying what they are doing to you. That is why you are here. And cutting the long story short, I was able to get the youth chairman to inform the vigilante, and the vigilante got the police involved. And that was how the girl was taken back to her parents' house. And unfortunately for me, the day they took the girl back to her parents' house, I was not there. It was on a Saturday, and we don't work on Saturdays. All this period that we started this Mama's project, we don't work on Saturdays. It was on a Saturday, they took her back. Although they were calling me on the phone, I was able to speak to her mom. Till today, I have her mother's phone number. I still speak with her. I was able to speak to her mom on the phone, and I was like, this is not the right thing for you to do. I know sometimes it gets up to our neck. It gets up to our neck. And to the level that the girl's picture was actually posted on social media, I didn't even know that the youth chairman already snapped her and posted on social media. I was the one that told the man, please pull down this picture. This is a young girl growing. Imagine people seeing this kind of a thing. He said he did it so that people that knows the girl's family will, tell them that they have their child. Because when I handed the child over to them and told them to involve the police, that whatever is going to cost, maybe involving the police, if it's money they are looking at, that me, I'll volunteer and support, so that the police will do their investigations, and then if they are not able to get the young man that brought the girl to this place, they should take the girl back to her parents. And finally, good enough, that fateful Saturday, they were able to take the girl back. I talked to the mom. This is not the right thing for you to do. I've had that experience of parents sending their child out of the house. My dad once sent me out of the house when I was still very young, a teenager. And it was not, I didn't find it funny that day, because getting to look for where to sleep, it is not right. If you are a parent and you're watching this video and you are doing it, stop it. It's not right. If her mother didn't send her out of the house, I don't think that guy would have picked her up. Talk less of bringing her to that village. And I don't think all those other boys would have seen her. I blamed her for not raising an alarm, since she knows she was not enjoying what they were doing to her. But then, something happened that scared her away. And only God knows how the mother beat her up. Sometimes, life throws a lot of challenges to us. You don't vent the anger on your children. She is not the one that said her father should die. She is not the reason why you are a widow. That child is not the reason why you are a widow. She is not the reason why you are passing through challenges. Believe me, the best thing you can give to that child is love. The best thing you can give to that child is love. It happened to me. There was a time I thought the reason why I'm suffering is because my children are here. Yes. There was a time I thought the reason why I'm suffering is because of them. Because then 80% of whatever I have goes into them. I thought maybe they are my problem. But thank God for the grace. I was able to overcome that. So it is not easy. I'm not saying that it is easy, or maybe that I am a saint. But let us try. Sending a child out of the house is not the only solution. It's not the solution to her disobedience or his stubbornness. Do whatever you want to do to them. Caution them. Keep teaching. Keep talking. Punish them, but let them remain where your eyes can reach them. Don't send your female children out of the house. Don't send boys out of the house. They will go out there, mingle with people. Imagine this girl having this kind of experience at this young age. She will see it that is how life is. She will see that that is how the world is. It will take a lot of things for her to come out of that trauma, that trauma. It will take the grace of God for her to come out of that traumatic experience, for crying out loud. It is not normal, no matter how it is. No matter how it is at that point, do not chase your children out of the house. I have been there, so I know how it is. Sometimes you feel like they are the reason why everything is going the way it is going. They are not the reason why. They did not come into this life and decide to have just one parent instead of their both parents alive with them. They didn't. When God created them, they were not coming into this world to come into a poor home where they are going to be suffering. So imagine how it is hurting you. Imagine how painful it is on your skin. That is exactly how painful it is to that child. When they see other children, okay, imagine that young girl, she said other people were going to school and she could not go to school. And she wanted to go to school. But cutting the long story short, thank God that she's back to school right now. On a good day, I'm going to bring her to the channel. Thank God that she is back to school. And thank God that she has left that place. All to the glory of God. And thank God that her mother now understands. I don't know if she has, but the little that we talked to her, I believe she have understood that it is improper to send a child out of the house. Especially sending them out and then I know sometimes when you want to beat a child, maybe the child will run. After, go and call them to come back. Me, something happened recently. Recently, when we were in the family house, Danny ran out. I was not myself. You know why? Despite the fact that I was so angry. But at a point, I started talking to myself. What if he learns something bad? I didn't allow him to spend much time outside. I went to bring him back. You know why? Because what if he learns more bad things than what I was complaining about? What if they lure him into another thing? A lot of things are happening in the world now. So I went and brought back my child. And he's with me, and I'm training him the way I want to. So if you're watching this video and you find yourself in any situation where you feel like losing it, you're seeing it that, okay, it's my children that is causing this thing, the reason why I'm suffering and all that, please, they are not the reason why. Commit all your problems to God. And believe you me, He is going to send you help. If He could pick me up and send help to me, God can also send help to you. Thanks to God that when we called the police, they didn't demand much. It was just a normal thing that we do in this country, and they came to the rescue. Thanks to God that when I summoned the youths of the village to talk to them, that they listened to me. Thanks to God that that woman actually came, you know, she came to talk to me about it. In her mind, that we run maybe a charity organization, and that's why we are building that house for Mama. That was what made her to come to me. Another thing I was thinking is, what if we didn't start building that house for Mama? What if I don't go there every day? At a point, I became tired of going there every day, because going to Mama's house was like 1 hour 30 minutes from my house. So at a point, I became tired of going there every day. But what if I was not there that day? A lot of things has been going on my mind, and I've had this story. I thought of sharing it with you guys, and thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. The lessons, I don't know, you might, when you're listening to me, maybe you'll be learning a different thing from this whole story and from this whole video. But me, what I learned, 3 things that I learned from this video is: 1, I already learned that long time ago, but it actually made me, you know, to stay stronger in that lesson. 1, it is not right to chase your child away. It helped me when I had an experience with Danny recently. That singular act was what flashed my mind, and I was like, Sandra, what are you even doing? And I went and brought back my child. Secondly, when you are at the right time, allow God to order your footsteps. When you are at the right time, at the right place at the right time, God will definitely use you for something good. The last thing is that God starts a mission to accomplish another. God starts something so that through that thing, He will also accomplish another. That is when you see something that is a divine arrangement. You see that Mama's house, a lot of things has happened that I'm going to be sharing with you guys that has a connection with that project. That project brought in a lot of other blessings, a lot of connection. It has a lot of positive and blissful connections. So you guys, without wasting so much of your time again, I don't just feel like ending this video, but finally it's going to come to an end, and this is me officially ending this video right now. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed watching, please do not forget to like, comment, share, and of course subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget, stop sending your children out of the house, no matter what it is. Punish them, you know, give them punishment, seize their playing materials, you know, do things that will make them, restrict them, punish them. But please do not send your child out of the house, especially your female grown-up children, because out there it is not safe. Even for the boys, it is not safe out there. Nobody can train a child like their parents. Nobody can train a child like the person that gave birth to them. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.